Good morning, Mizzou fans. Gabe DeArmond back after taking Monday off here, PM in the AM. This is Tuesday, May 13th. We are doing a little audience participation today. So hopefully people actually watch these and have some things to say. Later this week, I am going to start a series of stories about the first 25 years of this century in Mizzou sports, 2000 to 2025. I have covered the vast majority of them. Started in August of '03 at Power Mizzou, so had been there for 88% of this quarter century. Going to look back at some different things, favorite games, players, teams, things like that over a series of stories. But what I want here is just some of your thoughts in the comments, whether it's here on YouTube, on our message board, on Twitter, whatever it may be. Just let us know kind of what stands out to you. And this is wide open. This is open ended. I've got kind of four sets of things I'm looking at, but I just want to know your Mizzou fan in the last 25 years. I don't care if it's a play, if it's a moment, if it's a story off the field, if it's a player, a game, whatever it is that jumps out to you. Maybe it isn't really even about Mizzou. Maybe it's a game you went to with your kid or your dad or your mom, whatever it might be. Just kind of doing a little crowdsourcing here for your Mizzou memories of the last 25 years. I'm going to give you kind of a personal one here that just always has been kind of funny, really two, and they both revolve around Mizzou basketball games. Shortly after we moved back here in 2003 for me to take this job and cover the team, this probably would have been, I'm going to guess, January, February, because it was a conference game. My wife obviously didn't really have any background in Mizzou sports. My family didn't know much about them. I went to school here, but had moved away, came back in 2003. And, they're not Mizzou fans, hadn't followed Mizzou, probably, maybe had never heard of Mizzou until we met. But we had a friend from South Dakota who was driving down to Florida to take a new job and was stopping in town on her way through. And it just happened to coincide with the Mizzou basketball game. So I got my wife and her friend a couple of tickets to the game to sit up. This would have been in the old Hearn Center, sit up and watch the game. So I go to cover the game. My wife and her friend are going to come over a little bit later. And they come over for the game. My wife has just, grabbed a sweater out of our closet to wear to the game. It was an orange sweater. Hadn't really put a lot of thought into it. Whatever, it matched what she was wearing. Shows up. They're playing Oklahoma State. So I believe the first piece of Mizzou clothing she owned was something from the Hearn Center that she could purchase so that she was not in the crowd in an orange sweater. The other one would have been, I think, 2006, because it was the Christian Moody game where Thomas Gardner went off for 40 points. It's probably more well known for Christian Moody missing two free throws with no time left on the clock, sending it to overtime, which Missouri obviously won. My youngest son at that point would have been probably 3.5 years old. He was born in 2002. This game was, again, January, February 2006. So he was about 3.5 years old. Was, I believe, an 8:00 tip-off. My family had gone to the game. I believe my mom was with them as well. My wife and two kids, they are sitting, watching the game, goes to overtime, potentially as loud as a Mizzou game has ever been. I believe this was the game where Fran Fraschilla took his headset off and said it's the loudest arena he'd ever heard broadcasting college basketball. My 3.5-year-old son missed the free throws and missed overtime because he had managed to fall asleep sitting on my wife's lap at that game. So those are just kind of like personal memories, obviously, of games that stuck out. So whether yours are personal memories, whether they're just a game or a player that has always stuck with you, just want to know what you think. What stuck out to you in the last 25 years of Mizzou sports? This seems to be a good time off-season things are slow, to kind of take stock. Again, I'm going to be running a series of stories that's going to start Thursday morning over at powermizzou.com. Hope you guys will all check those out. And let me know here in the comments what sticks out to you since the year 2000 in Mizzou sports. Appreciate you being here. Like, comment, share, and subscribe. And be back tomorrow. And then Thursday morning, I'll start kind of reliving some of the things on my list that day here in Mizzou over the last 25 years. Thanks for watching.